What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a huge mistake if you're trying to recover from anxiety. But you know what time it is, guys? Smash the like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you are guilty of this, because I'll tell you one thing. I was guilty of this for years, and I didn't recover for years. All right? So share down below if this is something that you struggle with, but more importantly, understand that you are not alone. That's what this channel is all about. Remember, guys, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp is down below in the description and in the first pinned comment. Bootcamp 20 is going to save you $20, guys. It's an inexpensive course, not because of the value, but because I wanted everybody to afford this. And on top of that, it's already inexpensive, and I'm giving you another $20 off. So if you haven't taken advantage of this, guys, please. It's going to help you so freaking much. And, guys, I'll just tell you this. When I made this course, and this is if you're on the fence, even with a discount, when I made this course, I imagined basically something that I wanted to hear. So the course is actually aimed at me whenever I was going through the worst of my anxiety. So let that sink in. I had anxiety so freaking bad. Multiple panic attacks a day, constant fear, constant health anxiety, constant symptoms, so many different little phobias that were popping up that I never used to have, so many triggers, okay? And I was able to fully overcome anxiety. So in a way, this is like my step-by-step blueprint on how I overcame this, all right? So basically, this course is like me talking to me. What did I need to hear whenever I was at my lowest point? So that's why it's going to be so effective for so many of you. So if this would have helped me, and I know for a fact it would have helped me, it's going to help so many of you. So if you haven't given it a chance, guys, what are you waiting for? Take advantage of something that's affordable, and it's going to be effective, okay? So the link is down below, description, first pinned comment. So, guys, I want to talk about a huge mistake many of you are making. And again, this guy was guilty of this. I did it daily for years, and like I said earlier, I didn't recover for years. A lot of you, or probably most of you, are relying heavily on others to make you feel better, to make you feel good, to help you get through your anxiety. And some of you actually believe you'll recover by doing this. And I'm here to tell you, no, you won't, okay? You're responsible for you when it comes to recovery, right? To fully overcome. Now, if you just want to manage anxiety, all the power to you. If you're fine with doing that, then yeah, you can get away with some external reassurance to keep you, grounded, I guess. It'll help you out, maybe make you feel good from time to time. But if you want to fully overcome things, you have to face those things. And I think about my most successful moments with, overcoming anxiety and internal reassurance and all that. Those things happened whenever I was by myself. It didn't happen whenever I was at the doctor's office for the 50th time getting another test. That was just going to tell me that I was healthy. It wasn't whenever I was constantly talking to my mom, that's a nurse, asking her for advice. Am I going to be okay? Asking her about symptoms. It wasn't whenever I was watching another motivational video or some video that I could find of anxiety symptoms, which there was barely anything whenever I was going through this. It wasn't going to be whenever I was asking my friends about symptoms. Do you experience this? Do you think I'm going to be all right? Do you think I'm dying? No, it happened whenever I was by myself. That's whenever I made the biggest leaps towards recovery and eventually fully recovering. Not whenever I was relying on other people. I'll even take it a step further. Whenever it comes to like my videos, guys, I don't want you to have to watch my videos for 10, 15, 20 years. I really don't. And a lot of YouTubers are not going to tell you that. You know what I mean? A lot of them will not tell you that. They'd say I'm crazy for doing that. But if you constantly are coming back here all the time, that means that I'm just external reassurance. Now, once you start getting better, and maybe even whenever you recover, come back every few months and just holler at me and let me know how you're doing. Do that. I don't want us to have to like break up or anything. But eventually, whenever you're into recovery, you don't even need reassurance from me anymore. So, again, a lot of YouTubers will not tell you something like that. Well, mental health YouTubers probably wouldn't tell you that. But guys, I want you to recover. I want you to get better. All right? But we got to get rid of the external reassurance and work on the internal reassurance. And you're not going to be able to really work on internal reassurance if you're just constantly seeking the external. You have to cut off external, then you're forced to work on the internal. So whenever I was by myself, and whenever I had stopped calling my mom, whenever I wasn't relying on getting advice from my friends or my girlfriend at the time, Googling even, watching videos, going to the doctor, whenever I was by myself, I actually had to work on overcoming these fears. The first one, the major first thing that I overcame was my fear of exercise. You know what I mean? A lot of you are trying to recover. You have cardiophobia and whatnot, and you're not exercising. You do the meditation, the diet, maybe you're doing therapy, mindfulness, and things like that. But you will not do the exercise because that's just too much. You're scared to get your heart rate up, your blood pressure up. You're scared something's going to happen to you. Well, you'll never fully get over the heart fears if you never exercise, right? So what's the only way to overcome that? You have to actually exercise, and not just lightly, aggressively, as long as you've been cleared by a doctor and told you're healthy. So my first biggest feat was whenever I was by myself, scared, in my bed, having a panic attack. And I decided, you know what? I'm not going to the doctor tonight. I can't do this anymore. I have to find out if this is real. I have to find out if this is a heart problem, a heart attack. And I'm not going to go to the doctor. They always just seem to tell me that I'm fine. So I'm going to go outside and run, something that I hadn't done in forever. I would try, but as soon as my heart rate would go up, I'd stop. And I've talked to you guys about this before. But that was a huge feat. I ran, my panic went away, my symptoms went away, and I got over my cardiophobia that night. So think about that. That was because I was by myself, and I had to rely on me to let myself know that I'm good. Stop relying on everybody around you to make you feel good. You'll find out that does not last. What does last is internal peace, internal reassurance, self-love, self-reassurance, self-talk. Those things last. Self-motivation, not external motivation, right? Those things just tend to wear off. And then you'll find out, like I did, the hard way, you need more of it. You need more of it. It becomes an addiction all on its own. Now I'm calling my mom 3 times a day instead of once every few days. Now I'm going to the doctor every other day instead of once a week. It just continues to, basically, you grow a tolerance to it, and then you need more of that reassurance. So even when it comes to things like me or, coaching or things like that, like eventually you have to be good enough for you. Even if you're alone. That's whenever you're going to make the biggest leaps. And I just gave you one example of the fear of exercise, me overcoming that. There was, just eventually overcoming panic was by myself. Changing, my fear of death and dying and disease, that happened by myself. It wasn't through anybody else. Just some of my biggest leaps in recovery happened whenever I was alone, not whenever I was surrounded by people asking for reassurance or on the phone asking for it. So just something to think about. I don't want this to discourage any of you. I just want you guys, to understand, like, you have to be good enough for you. You know what I mean? You can't rely on all the outside things all the time to make you feel better if you want to fully recover. And I'm just trying to be real with you guys. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully, for some of you, it opened your eyes. I know in some of these videos, I'm all over the place because I just have a little idea and I just kind of sit down and grab the phone and then I want to record it. So I'm not like your typical, professional, in order YouTuber. I think you guys like me this way anyways. But I love all of you, and I want you guys to recover. I want you to get better. I don't want you to struggle for as long as I did, So when I tell you these things, please trust me. There's value in this. There's value in these free videos. You know what I mean? Apply the tips that I give. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not BSing. I'm not faking. These are real things that I had to work on. And I'm giving them to you. I'm giving them to you. Been giving them to you for years. Start applying. But again, guys, if you haven't gotten into that course, please get in there. Like I said, it is very inexpensive compared to other courses. It just is. And it's not because of the value. It's because I know my audience. I know a lot of people are skeptical. I know when you have anxiety, a lot of people have financial issues. It's also around the holidays. I took all that into factor to make this affordable. So please, please join that, all right? But I love you guys. Description down below. Coaching info's down there. Therapy, if you haven't tried therapy, don't get me wrong, I'm a life coach. I bring experience. But guys, I want you to have another dynamic of therapy. I can't diagnose. I can't talk about medication or anything like that. That's important, okay? And there's some great therapists out there. So if you've never tried that, don't knock it till you try it, okay? There's a link down there for that as well. Free Facebook groups are down below. Join those communities. They're free. Some other additional free tips are down below in the description. Join my other social networks, guys. If you have made it this far in the video, I want you in the comment section down below to put in all caps, I will be free from anxiety. I will be free from anxiety. Down below in the comment section. All right, that lets me know that you watched this far. And if you have watched this far, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Remember to give me a like for this video if it gave you some value. Likes help me. I like likes. And subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell. A lot of you are subscribed, but you haven't hit the bell. Hit the bell because it gives you updates and notifications when I put the videos out so you can watch them. I don't want you guys missing any. But aside from that, guys, I love you all. Keep fighting. A lot of value in these videos. Keep watching them. And, yeah, until next time, keep fighting.